Hi, I'm Susan and welcome to this Blue Planet Travelers Cozumel Revisit. We've combined several exciting activities to explore and experience, whether sitting at a bar or the beach, and there's always shopping. Let's start with some background to the island's history and what is offered and found around the island. The island of Cozumel off the coast of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula was once a bustling Mayan community with as many as 10,000 residents. And what was once a secluded island hideaway has become one of the most recognized tropical locales in Mexico's majestic Caribbean region. Cozumel boasts white sand beaches, coral reefs, modern amenities, and an enormous swath of wild areas. San Miguel de Cozumel provides ferries between the Mexican mainland and the island. It is an island paradise in every sense of the term. In the center of San Miguel de from the ferry terminal, you'll find Benito Juarez Park, the main town square.
Gotta give us a wave there, sweetie.
In addition to the ferry service to Playa del Carmen, the first international cruise terminal in Quintana Roo is also in the city. This is where you'll find the Tourist Information Center, where you can gather visitor information from friendly and knowledgeable guides. In this area, you'll also find the colorful Cozumel letters and the signature orange clock tower. With many vendors surrounding the square, it's a great place to start exploring the island. Here you can check out the shops, stroll along the beachfront Malecon, boardwalk, or sit back and relax on the many benches surrounding Cozumel, just across from the square. The name Cozumel was derived from the Mayan Cozumel or Cozumel in total, which means the island of swallows. Around 1570, Cozumel was often the target of attacks by pirates, and in 1650 many of the islanders were forcibly relocated to the mainland town of Scanbalona to avoid the buccaneers' predation. Later, in 1688, most of the island's population, and many of the settlements along the Quintana Roo coast, were evacuated inland to towns such as Chamax. The Cozumel Carnival is one of the most important carnival festivities in Mexico. It has been celebrated as a tradition beginning from the late 19th century and fills Cozumel's streets with parades. It begins the week before Mardi Gras in February. Cozumel's Carnival is a tradition passed down through many generations that celebrates a mixture of cultures that escape to the warm embrace of Cozumel. In the mid-1800s, Cozumel Carnival began with young people dressed in vibrantly colorful costumes known as estudiantinas or comparsas, who expressed themselves in the streets of Cozumel through the art forms of dance, song, and fantasy. There is so much more. With two very different sides to the beautiful island, one can access all the modern amenities around its main town of San Miguel and yet still find numerous places on the far side of the island to get away from it all. If you like, you can leave the routine tours behind and design your itinerary to include horseback riding, shopping, sightseeing, and whatever suits your interests. Here are a few suggestions. Coral reef snorkeling by glass bottom boat with guide. Explore the waters off the coast on this stress-free snorkeling excursion on board a glass-bottom boat and enjoy easy transportation to shallow underwater reefs, stopping to snorkel and see colorful tropical fish and maybe see turtles or stingrays. Large parts of the island are covered with mangrove forests, with many endemic animal species. The cenotes, a natural pit, or sinkhole, resulting from the collapse of limestone bedrock that exposes groundwater, are deep water-filled sinkholes formed by water percolating through the soft limestone soil for thousands of years. The island of Cozumel has another hidden gem, street art. Cozumel's street art scene is vibrant and ever-changing. You can find murals and graffiti all over the island, from the downtown area to the more residential neighborhoods. The street art ranges from colorful and whimsical to political and thought-provoking. Saddle up for a 30-minute adventure by horseback, get paired with a horse matching your skill level and follow a guide into the jungle, past mangrove forests and farms, before you reach the stunning shoreline of white sand beaches and sparkling blue waters. Scuba diving is still one of Cozumel's primary attractions, mainly due to the coral reef on the western shore of Cozumel. The island's natural geography protects these coral reefs from the open ocean. Finally, dial down the adrenaline with peaceful snorkeling along one of the world's most extensive barrier of reefs. The wild east side of the island is worth a visit. While the west side is primarily hotels and beach clubs, the east side of Cozumel is a paradise of remote beaches interspersed with fantastic local beach bars. There are also a few great places to grab a lounger, eat some fresh fish tacos and take a dip in the water, but the real highlight of the east side is the beautiful natural emptiness of it all, and let the sea breeze wash over you. Private Jeep excursion in Cozumel. Discover the jungle and beaches following your guide from a different vehicle and drive into a national park to learn about the local geology and Maya history. Then, continue to white sand beaches for snorkeling and enjoy a delicious lunch. Discover the Maya ruins of San Gervasio Park and blaze along Cozumel's off-road trails aboard a dune buggy 4-hour tour. In San Gervasio, walk through the oldest Maya city on the island, learning about its archaeological importance along the way.